gang. Happy Mother's Day. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Different background, different house. We're at Casey's house, gang. At my daughter's house. Welcome, welcome. I can't even see who's in the live. It's not really showing me what's going on. There we go. Can't see the numbers, but it is what it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wagwan, wagwan. I fell asleep. Woke up. I was like, oh my God. Sunday spiritual tea. My daughter cooked for me today, Carisha, and I fell asleep on her chair. Gang. Pretty in pink, thank you. Go follow my daughter, Carisha Thomas, on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, gang. Where she brings prophetic words. She doesn't need any cards. Go and follow her, gang. Show some support. Welcome, welcome. Happy Womb Day, gang. Celebrating the mothers. Even the ones that have lost their children, had abortions, miscarriages, you are also mothers. The ones where your children have passed over for various reasons, we're celebrating you. We're also celebrating the moms to be, the moms of the future, gang. The ones who will raise up the next generation. I'm so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. I cannot see how much people's in the chat. Whoever that is, thank you. Miss Money, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Healing the split between the masculine and feminine energies, gang. You pushed the gentle giant at your pom-pom 2 weeks later. Gang. Congratulations. Miss Money. So as you know, spiritual tea is not about money, not love of that man, that woman, but love of self. I'm going to write it down and pin it. Give me a minute. Carisha, use my Samsung and just type your details in and pin it, please. Into the chat. Thank you for following her, gang. I will also post her on my community page. Give her a follow, gang. She's been here for a minute, doing well on TikTok. She's amazing. Miss Money. She passed a few years ago, James. That flies come out of nowhere. You know it's very spiritual. James, I'm here to stand in the gap for each and every one of you who have lost a mom, 444, to death, or just to circumstances. She's alive, but you no longer speak. I'm here to stand in the gap today, gang. You are all my children. So even though she's not here, I hope I can be a conduit for her love. for her guidance. For each and every one of you lacking a mother's love, gang, I'm here to stand. I recently lost my son to circumstances. So I understand that circumstances can come between mothers and sons, mothers and daughters, gang. I'm not exempt from this. I pray for him every day. But I also stand in the gap for each and every one of you. It's not going to stop me from doing what I'm here to do. Okay? Thank you for your seed. Shiko. So I'm not without fault. My son found many faults inside of me. Shiko. I just had to set him free and pray that he comes back to me, gang. I have to learn to let go. And that's my biggest lesson. And it will become my biggest blessing, gang. Shiko Jr., gang. You know you're my spiritual son. Long time. I adopted him a long time ago. Welcome. Don't be sorry, Jackie. Don't be sorry. Circumstances, traumas, dealing with his own. And I'm a part of that. So until he comes to terms with the things that I had to do as a mother to survive, then I can't do much more than just be there for him, gang. When he needs me, as he needs me. So let's move on. Healing the split between the masculine and the feminine energies, gang. I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to be. My children will tell you that. Oh, God. This is your girl, the Virgo Tarot 2222 Sunday Spiritual Tea, gang. Popping up on Sunday. Pan you, gang. I look stunning. Thank you, gang. Thank you. Feeling amazing because I have been healing the split between my masculine and my feminine energy as well. I have been loving some me. What did Tony Braxton say? Is I love me some him, but I love me some me. I love me some me, gang. So I just been loving on me, on my masculine side, on my feminine side, forgiving me for all the things that I done and the things that I didn't. So I just been forgiving myself, loving myself like no one else could. Because no one else should love me more than me, gang. Thank you, I love you too. So I've been doing the same thing as you, gang. I might be further along, who knows, you might be further along than me. But I have been doing this work for some time. Embracing all parts of myself. I hid in my masculine, wearing baggy clothes, baggy trousers. You would never catch me with nails, with eyelashes. I was never in my feminine side. Up until a year dawn that I transitioned into my higher self, gang. And I started to embrace all parts of me. I stopped hiding myself, as Tony Walker told me once. Stop hiding myself. I stopped shrinking myself down. So healing the split between the masculine and the feminine, gang. The wounds inside of you. Your masculine holds wounds, gang, that goes right back to your childhood. Different things are coming up from your subconscious, gang. So what was hidden is being revealed. It's being revealed. So I really just see emotions, memories, traumatic ones. Thank you, Aqua. Just really coming up. You can no longer hide from these things because it is a call for you. It's a wake-up call. Thank you. It's the secrets that you've been keeping, gang. You know what your secrets are. Sexual abuse, domestic violence, protecting those people that you love. Because you're so empathic, you've been hiding things. Some of you so deep you forgot it. So deep you forgot it. Gang. Thank you for the Mother's Day, love. See my daughter's thing pinned up there? Go follow her, gang. Love her with all my heart. So healing the split Thank you for your seeds. I will put your name down between the masculine, the feminine, gang. Because I see that at some point in your life, you became fractured, split. There was an imbalance that was created by a traumatic event in your life. It created an imbalance, and for some of you, you're still walking around with this imbalance in your life. And I feel like it's coming to the surface right now. So there's a lot of revelations for some of you, lot. Very emotional as you are now after 20, 10, 30, 40, 50, 60. Deshaun, just really healing the wounds that you've been trying to dumb down, forget about, run from, keep busy so you don't have to deal with. But it's caused major obstructions in your life, in your relationships, gang. It's affected all areas constantly. And I feel like it's created an imbalance where you are now giving more than you are receiving. You're accepting this. You're accepting this. This is about healing. This is about the thing that you prayed for in the times that you was going through your struggles. Some of you are going through it right now. You prayed for God to take that pain from you, that traumatic events, rape, abuse, neglect, abandonment, all of these things. Perverted acts done against you, gang, that you had to be silent on for so much years. But now there's a call to set yourselves free, to heal yourselves. Because no one's coming to heal you. It's relying on you to heal you. It does speak about the prayers that you've been praying have been heard. I know you prayed. You asked God, source, universe to take this pain, these traumas, these memories away from you. You asked the universe, why me? I see revealing so you can heal it. Revealing it. Kirk Franklin spoke about this in one of his songs. Can you turn it down for me, please, babes? Revealing it. Revealing the trauma so you can heal it. So you can surrender it to be healed. So I do see a surrendering. And I do see the weights being lifted and balance being restored. And it's funny that you would say that you prayed for strength, right? It's funny. Oh, look at this. Healing of the inner child, of the masculine. The part of you that couldn't protect you from that thing. What did you pray for? You prayed for strength, right? You prayed for strength. For God to strengthen your heart. Because it was broken by people that were supposed to protect you and love you. I'm not going to trigger anyone today. You know what your trauma is. But there was a split between your masculine and feminine, and your masculine kicked in. This masculine kicked in, and I see healing of the inner child. Healing those things back in a childhood that has been causing imbalances. Up until the current day, your current relationships have been affected because of these imbalances. There's a shrinking of yourselves and accepting less than what you're worth. I see you now revealing things, speaking about them, being honest with yourselves. For some of you, you can't stop these thoughts, these emotions. They're coming up. They're just coming up. You've been triggered, PTSD. There's a lot of praying and meditating, asking the universe and God. And I see Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael came flying out. Has been protecting you since you've been a baby. You have been protected because no one else protected you. So you have had an angel, Archangel Michael, with you since you were born, gang, gang. Protecting the children. Keeping a watch. So Archangel is playing, Michael is playing a big part in your life. Your bestie, wow. There we go. Look at the children. Look at you. This is who you ran to and spoke to in those dark times. This is who you were praying, this was listening to you. Heard every single one of your prayers as a child when you was going through those traumas, when you couldn't tell your mother, when you couldn't tell your father. It could have been your father or a father figure or a mother. I see revealing that pain so you can heal that pain. So you're each on different parts of this journey of healing. The split between the masculine and the feminine. Let's put your names down on this check. My name's going to go down too because I'm also still on this journey of healing. Don't think it ever ends for people like us. It's constant regeneration and renewal of at least the mind. 1, 2 here. And go. I really didn't know what it was going to be about today until I woke up not too long ago. Darb Merck, thank you. Katrina, thank you. Miss Money. Okay, Shiko. Darb Merck. Katrina. And Miss Money, thank you. Wow, your husband's name's Michael and your son's Gabriel. Wow. Growing up amongst demons. I think most of us did. Deshaun. I think most of the light workers grew up around demons. They were the ones that trained us, gang. Deshaun. We were trained by demons. That's why we know all the tricks. Deshaun. Put my name down on this check. Your brother drowned you and you came back to life. Wow. What? Tasha. Thank you, gang gang. Thank you. My messages are always on so deep. Thank you. And thank you for your loyalty, gang. Nothing's too private to share. That's the silence that you're holding on to that keeps you captive. Tasha. I can't see if you're liking the video. Can you like, subscribe, and share? Like it, gang gang. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. So we got Archangel Michael in the building. We got you healing, revealing something to yourselves and maybe to others as well. So speaking up, being honest, uncovering, getting to the bottom of the truth, digging deep into your subconscious. And it is healing of your masculine and feminine side because there has been an imbalance and it goes right back to your childhood when you was a child. And it could be to do with a father figure. For some of you here. So traumatized by some type of father figure here. Or man in your life. Could also be a woman. There's no gender in tarot. So there's secrets that you've been holding on to. that I can now see and expose, being released. I'm letting it go. The guide, this is the Virgo, hitting rock bottom, so the dark night of the souls. So the breakdown leads to the breakthrough. Your breakdown leads to a breakthrough. So I see you going through a dark night of the souls. As you discover the truth, you can no longer lie to yourselves. Kia kia. To a certain point, you've been lying to yourselves, pacifying yourselves with a version of the truth that is not the real truth. So I see the real truth hitting you, and there's a breakdown in family and communications, and even in mental health, as you find the real you underneath all of the lies and the stories that you've made up to make yourself be okay, because you are fractured, you are hurt. Your soul is being retrieved because it's been fractured, gang. Kia kia. At the point of your trauma, you became fractured. You took on 2 or many identities just so you could survive that traumatic thing. So it is healing the split, because there was a split. And it happened in the childhood here. So bringing harmony back together inside of you, because there's disharmony, which is creating disease, mental health, physical health, financial disease. There's imbalances in your life here. Relationships not going well. I believe it's hitting all areas of your life. And it starts here with the mind. There was a split in your psyche. A separation of the masculine and the feminine. Once the masculine felt that it couldn't protect you, it separated itself from the feminine inside of you. And thus your mental health started to fail, started to be affected. I see a downward spiral where depression, loneliness, separation, isolation, paranoia. It really is the dark night of the souls. It's a point of where you break down what you think you know. It's a breakdown of everything, of what you were taught, the things that you told yourself, the lies, the truths. This is where you spend time telling yourself the truth, accepting the truth, and it's all by yourself. This is where you break down and break through. And you find God, you find faith, you find a universe, you find something higher than yourself. You find your higher self, gang. So now she's finding her higher self, but to find her higher self, she had to find the lowest version of herself first, or himself. So there is finding the lowest version of yourself first, that duality. So no one can tell me they're just all good. There has to be some darkness for the light to shine through it, gang. Blessed beauty, gang. It's surprising that I didn't know what it was going to be about. Blessed beauty. And I'm not going to keep you too long, as I need to go home. Blessed beauty. So I do see through all of this, you actually find you. You get on your path. You get where you need to be. So it works out for your highest good in the end. But you have to go through this breakdown, this mental breakdown. Because I have to break down through your mind what you've been telling yourself this entire time to get yourself through, blessed beauty. Now you got to face the harsh reality of what it really is. Family abandoning you, mother silencing you, dad silencing you, abusing you, people knowing and not believing you, being abandoned, being abused in different types of ways. These are harsh truths that break anyone down. The strongest person will break, but it is designed to help you break through a barrier that has been stopping you from moving forward and elevating. So I just see healing the split between the masculine and the feminine, and then you finding your way. You finding your way. You finding yourself, loving yourself, and a path being presented to you now, a new path. It's like a lifeline has been thrown to you. Just when you thought all was lost here, because you're rock bottom. Don't think you're ever going to get out of this deep depression. But really it's healing the split. It's what's needed to heal the split. It's what needed for you to sift through all of the things that are lying beneath the surface of your subconscious so you can see you. You can literally see you. So it was designed for you to spend some time with yourself, to heal the split, and to come out anew. And there's the lifeline being thrown to you, because now you're coming out new, and now the only way is up. So I see major breakthroughs being made. And look how positive you come out of this experience, because the light shines through the darkness, gang. So it was designed to let your light in. Because I believe up until that point, you were hiding a lot of dark thoughts, holding on to a lot of dark things. And it was beneath the surface, so you were smiling. That song, nobody knows it but me. So you're out here working, doing things, being mums, whatever you're doing, but beneath the surface, you're angry, you're frustrated. All of these dark things. So I just feel like my daughter said it today, enough was enough. You was, what's the word, provoked. We saw a sermon today by T.D. Jakes, by Hannah and Penina. Hannah had to be provoked by Penina into purpose. And I believe that's happened to most of us. Our families, our partners, our children, because my children provoked me to purpose. My son provoked me to purpose the other day. So I believe that you all have your individual person that has been put in your life, your Penina, that has been put to provoke you into your purpose, trigger you into purpose. And it's not in a good way, because they're getting on your nerves. They're calling you out, but they are provoking you into your purpose. Because without them doing this, you will never step into it. Look for that sermon. He did it today. It was live. He touched the core. He touched the core. He says that you don't understand that Penina was there to trigger purpose in Hannah. She would have never got up and moved if it wasn't for Penina. So if it wasn't for your enemies, your ops, the opposition, the trauma, you might never go up and do what you're about to do, what you're doing. Because it's giving you a purpose. It's giving you a new path to follow. One that's not been presented to everyone else. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. So you've been going through it, gang. But you have Archangel Michael walking with you as you heal the split in your inner child. You are so protected and so guided at this time, guiding you to a new path, a new way of being, living, and seeing and existing, gang. So literally your prayers are being answered, your childhood prayers. For people like me, it's 40 years. We waited a long time for these moments, gang. Didn't happen overnight. Profound healing on a cellular level, gang. Thank you, KHI. There's my Cash App. So we're talking about healing the split today. It might not be for everyone, but for those that it's for, you know, this is for you. Sunday spiritual tea with me, gang. What do you need to know, Margot? What do you need to know, So? Provoked to purpose, to healing, gang. My sisters provoked me. I told Carisha, I went to my stepdad's funeral out of respect, even though he was the one that abused me. And in that funeral, I was provoked to purpose. I was provoked, gang. They provoked me to purpose. This is why you met me, because I was provoked, humiliated into my purpose. Through humiliation, I found my purpose. Kind of a sore point that I'm healing from. Having to go to your abuser's funeral only to feel set up. But I was being provoked into my purpose. I was being triggered. Some of you will be triggered into your purpose. This walk is not for the weak. That's why we ask God, the angels, for strength. For strength. Because if anyone stands there and tells you it's easy, it's not. I'm still healing. I'm not healed. I'm a work in progress, guy. But I was provoked to purpose. You're not late. Triggered to get up and make a change. To be the change. Because I realized nothing wasn't changing unless I changed it. Have you felt like that? Is that you? Well, this message is for you. Nothing was changing. No one around me, nothing around me. So I decided to take up the mantle and be the change that I was longing, that I needed to see. Provoked to purpose. Triggered into being the highest version of yourself. I don't think if they had done what they did, I would have never been here. This path would have never been opened for me. I had to be triggered. I had to be humiliated. All those things had to happen. So that sermon today spoke to the very core of me. Because I felt like I was Hannah. And I had all these paninas that was put there to trigger me, to push me into purpose so many times. But that last time, it really did propel me into my purpose. I can look back at different times where God was triggering me into purpose. But instead of going forward, I went back to the people that was stabbing me, that was triggering me. They were only put there to trigger me, awaken the goddess inside of me. I wouldn't have found her amongst them. I had to find her by myself. And so did most of you. Healing that split between your masculine and feminine is not easy. And it really ain't for the weak. It's not for the weak. As you can see, there's a lot of crying. There's a lot of emotions. Putting a brave face on and going to work. Kids, what are we doing today? Even though you're breaking inside. Healing the inner child. On Mother's Day, we're going to talk about mothering yourselves. Having to be a mother to yourself. Having to father yourselves. My biggest memory at 5 years old was my mum getting married and me losing her. Me losing her. I felt abandoned. I never had a dad. Don't know what his name is, don't know who he is. So she was all I had. Mothering Sunday is a very traumatic day for me. It wasn't about the drugs for her. It was about the era. It was about the fact that she was a single mother with 3 kids from 3 different dads. And in the 70s, because it was 1979, I was 5, that wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look for a woman to have 3 bastard kids. Because we were called bastards. You were allowed to call us bastards. It was okay. Because we were born out of wedlock. So it wasn't a good look. So in those days, things were so different to they are now. We've got so much choices, so much rights. But that wasn't how it was back then. It wasn't like that. Now I can see that she just done what she thought was right for her, not knowing that she was inviting a whole demon into her home. So having to mother yourselves for whatever reason, for me it was that my mum got married and then he went on to abuse me, and by 14 years old I was on the streets, sleeping on stairs, sleeping on bus. So I was literally looking after myself from 14 years old. So I've had to parent myself for a long time. I had to be a mother and a father to myself. So healing that split, not just between the masculine and the feminine, but between the feminine and the masculine in your lives, your mothers and your fathers. Having to find some forgiveness, some resolve, some empathy for what they did or didn't do. Going back to that childhood, healing of the inner child requires that you forgive, that you let go. That you surrender all these negative emotions that you have attached to your childhood. Because it's creating an imbalance. And it's happening in your life. Because you're the one holding on to it. So it's asking you to release what is weighing you down. Because it is weighing you down and creating major imbalances here. As you hold on to things you should be letting go of now. So there is a revealing of what you need to let go of. And surrender it so it can now be healed. Finally ready for this healing. And there's Archangel Michael right there. Healing you, that inner child inside of you. Showing you a new way. This is your higher consciousness now. So I see ascensions here. So you coming out of here as a different person. Leaving behind your traumas. Learning to harness both energies, the dark and the light, the positive and the negative, the masculine and the feminine now. And literally finding inner peace. Finding inner peace. Inner peace, gang. It literally is about you finding peace within. Because as you find peace within, your external will start to be the same. So major revelations that until you heal internally, your external world will always have imbalances here. There'll always be some disease whether it's in your finances, your relationships, or in the mind, in your mental. I am big money, thank you. Let's change the deck. Let's change the deck. I am big money. Thank you. Kind of emotional because it is Mother's Day. Miss Money. And TD Jakes, he just really touched me today with that sermon. That sermon was powerful, gang. Watch it. He's got all white on. It's the Mother's Day one. I would recommend you go and watch it. You don't have to be a Christian. It's about the message. There's a message there. Someone provoked you, or some people have provoked you into purpose, or are now provoking you to purpose, into seeing your higher self, into seeing your calling, into seeing that you're not on the right path where you're supposed to be, into revealing what needs to be healed so you can move on and elevate. Feeling stuck, people getting on your nerves, they're provoking you to purpose. They're provoking you to healing, the split between the masculine and the feminine. I kept myself with the same people that provoked me into my healing. I really do see you having to do the work. Do the work. Doing the work, gang, because I call it the groundwork, so doing the work. You can't get out of this. A lot of you have been running away from your pain for too long. Running away from it. You can't outrun this. And a lot of you are going to realize you can't outrun it. It catches up to you. My mum would say, long run, short catch. That means you can run as long as you want. It will catch up to you. How do you become a member? Copy and paste the link in the description box. Or if one of my moderators are here, can you put the link in the chat, please? But long run, short catch. Let me tell you a story. One day in Brixton, I was with my friend, and I was hiding from my mum. I was hiding from her. And we saw her in Brixton, and we went the long way around to avoid her. In the end, I bumped straight into her. Long run, short catch. You can't outrun your pain. You can't outrun your abuse. You can't outrun your traumas, gang. You can't outrun yourself. You can't. So there's a revealing and a healing it. Because you can't outrun it. Some of you have been trying to, it's just too hard to face. I just can't face it, Diana. But there's an exposing of this thing. A re-triggering of you. So God, because I say God, but you might say universe, the goddess, is using someone, a panina, some people, to trigger you, to get on your nerves, so you can stop running, so you can heal those parts of you and be whole again, gang. This is wholeness, wellness. Learning the lessons, allowing yourself to elevate. Because I just see you suffering in silence. So as you've been suffering in silence, I told you nobody knows it but you. Causing so much disease in your life. So the Nine of Swords is that there was really an attack on your psyche, your spirit. Thoughts of suicide, self-harming, the Nine of Swords. You could have been split so much. You could be diagnosed or undiagnosed schizophrenia because the split could have been so severe for you. as the trauma was so bad. You could have multiple personalities, be multiple people. Not being able to face what happened. You've done so much running away from your pain. There's been a Pamina. Someone sent to trigger you into healing here. Trigger you. To stop you from running. So you can face it and heal the split between the masculine and the feminine, girl. Because I can see that a lot of you have been running in your masculine. You have been masculine for a long time. Protect, protect, fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight. It's you. It's calling to heal the family bloodline, to break some chains, guys. The Ten of Cups is you're breaking chains. So you've been called to stand still and heal it and stop running. So your children's children can be happy. So your children's children can be happy here. And then look at this. Your divine feminine can be set free. And so can your creative side, again, because it's been stifled. You've been stuck. Elevation. Look at the divine feminine just comes out at the end. She comes out. Because you're no longer running. No longer in fight or flight mode. You're healing those parts of yourselves and starting to feel a lot safer with your decisions, with the people around you, because you're no longer around people that actually abuse you, that use you. You're keeping your circles small, you're protecting your energy. You're allowing your light to be seen. So you're no longer shrinking and hiding anymore. Your mental health is going to get better, or it already is. I just see divine feminine energy. I see energy exchange. Energy exchanging between you and the universe. So upgrades of energy, energetic upgrades, gang. As there are energies being exchanged here between you and the universe. There's a newfound energy, a newfound lease for life. Like, I'm a new person. I'm creating new things. I'm doing new things. I'm making new music. I'm loving life. Unapologetically, I'm doing it my way. I'm dancing to the beat of my own drum. I've had a new injection from God, from Source, from the universe. Energetic upgrades. So where you was weak, God is strong. Injecting strength. You prayed for strength. I see strength being given to you. It's energy. It's not money, it's energy. So it's being exchanged. Because I do see that energy was stolen from you. And now it's being given back to you. So whatever was stolen from you, there's restoration. I see restoration. So compensation for what was stolen from you here. The universe is going to restore. Oh, the Bible verse. The universe is restoring back to you all the years that the cankerworm stole from you. That is a Bible verse. So for all that abuse, you are going to be repaid by the universe. For all of these things, what's being exposed in the dark will come to the light, right? The universe is going to fix this imbalance. There's an exchange of energy. There's a compensating for what was stolen from you. There's a releasing now, an ascending, and taking back control of my life. And now I'm in this Queen of Cups energy, gang, where I'm just in receiving mode, ready for all that the universe has to give to me. Give to me as my hands are up. Messages, energy, whatever it is, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the new experiences because I'm a new person. I'm a new me. I'm in control of my mind, my life. I've let go of the former things and I'm reaching for the things that's in front of me. So now I'm elevated. I'm onto better things. Facing my North Node. So spiritual. As you take control of the mind. The mind. And you allow yourself to be led by the Spirit. And while you be led by the Spirit, the universe then repays you in kind, in energy. Energy is money. Whatever you need, the universe will provide. So I really do see you being provoked into purpose, into your higher self, operating from your spirit man now. You've left behind this natural body, this natural human body. You're no longer operating from this. This is the 3D. You're ascending to the 5. That's why you and people don't get along. You're in the 5D. They're still down here in the 3D, where you left them. So I do see you provoked so you can ascend to the 5D. So there's going to be an instigator, someone or something that's going to be the instigating, the triggering factor to get you from this 3D to the 5D. As you are moved by emotions, whether they are sad or anger, it's all energy. And it's there to move you, not to stop you. These people are not there to stop you. They're there to elevate you, even your enemies. The universe, God has set it up that they are there to push you, propel you to another level. But you somehow decide to stop, to allow them to stop you because of the mind. That's the mind. But that was not the design. Thank you for your seats. Let's change the deck. We're going to wind it down. I'm not going to keep you long at all. At all, at all. Leanne, thank you. I am big money. I think I done that. I did. Thank you, Leanne. It's time for me to get in the car and go home. So let's wind it down. Let's wind it down. Right, so we had the path. Provoking you to purpose. So yeah, you spend time alone. The dark night of the souls, rock bottom, no one, no money, no friends, losing your whole mind. But through this, you find yourself. You find you find God, you find a higher source, you find purpose. You find a new way of living. There's a new path here. There's no thanks needed. You're not alone in this as you're healing the inner child. You have Archangel Michael, has always been there, but very much present now. Standing in the gap for mothers and fathers here. Archangel Michael has been there. Let's get some moon cards. Thank you for the Mother's Day love, gang, gang. What I would ask from you, is for a follow for my daughter. She's amazing. Gang, gang. Self-love. What did I tell you? It was designed for you to love you. Because up until that point, you were people-pleasing, accepting less than what you deserve. Now I see you in your God-Goddess energy, loving on yourselves. How do you follow her? It's pinned, gang, gang. Type her name in, Kayresha, Kayresha, Thomas. She's on YouTube, she's on TikTok, and on Instagram. Follow her, gang, she's amazing. Doing very well on TikTok at the moment. So self-love is demanded from you. Most of you are doing this right now. You are loving on yourself, self-care. As you go through these dark nights of the souls, gang. Manifestations, 4-4, working with ascended masters, gang. That 4-4 number says you are working with ascended masters. This is the magician energy. So this is where you are really just working with your spiritual gifts, integrating them, learning how to use them. It's a new set of tools. So you started life off waiting for things to come to you, trying to get things, trying to work things. Now you're understanding that this is manifestation. So you're learning the law of attraction, the law of the universe. And you are implying them, implementing them into your life. So now I see you manifesting, using the tools, being guided, markers. This is spiritual, intuitive. So you are being led by your spirit man now. You're not waiting for the pastor, your mother, your partners to fix it, Jimmy to fix it. You're going to fix it. Thank you, Rosalind. Give Carisha a follow. Rosalind, thank you. Click the link. There's the link, gang. There's the link right there. Carisha, can you pin that link for me, Rosalind, put in the chat? I'm going to pin it right now. Marcus, thank you for your seed. Just click the link. It will take you to her YouTube. Find her on Insta and TikTok. She's amazing. Doing some numbers on TikTok, gang. So you are working with ascended masters. This is your higher self now, operating from your higher self. Look at you. So provoked to purpose, provoked back into your natural state is what I would say. It was provoking you back into who you was designed to be. Yeah, man. There's the rebirth happening. The renewal of your mind. Can you see the butterfly? Renewing the mind. I see 444. 4, 4, 4, 4. Renewing of the mind. You just subscribed. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. Renewing of your mind. Yep, there's a renewing of the mind. My ears are buzzing. As you renew your mind, as you renew the internal, your external will change. Setting healthy boundaries. So not a lot of people, look, you're letting people go. Those people that had contact with you last year, yesterday, cannot contact you today. You are setting healthy boundaries. So those paninas cannot contact you no more. You are not allowing negative people or things into your life. Self-care, gang. You are putting yourself first. You are letting go. Full moon energy of what no longer serves you. Major transformations. You're not scared to let people go now because you love you. There's a transforming, a renewing of your mind. This is where you say enough is enough. Boundaries. Enough has been enough. You can no longer have access to me to keep doing what you keep doing. That's how I felt at the funeral. I kept giving my sisters, even my mum at the time, access to keep on hurting me, to keep on triggering me. And I knew it. Every time I went to them, to their house, I just knew something was going to happen, but I kept going. So they were designed to trigger me into setting boundaries for myself. Thank you, Miss Money, for subscribing to my daughter. Thank you. Amazing. So you've got your own personal paninas designed to trigger you into saying no, enough is enough. I'm going to do me. I'm going to put me first. I'm going to discover why I'm really here, because it can't be for you. Because you built your life around these people, sisters, brothers, mothers, partners, to discover that it's all been a lie. Whatever you thought you knew. So now there's a loving on myself, me, myself, and I. I'm just loving some me. Thank you for subscribing, gang. No longer holding on. He says you was resisting. So now I can see you're ready to let go of all these people you were holding on to, like me. I was holding on to them for dear life. But they had let me go a long time ago. So push to purpose. Without them doing what they done, I would never be here. Without them hurting me. Thank you for following her. Without them wounding my soul, I would have never found this path. So it was necessary. Some of you need to let go. Your message is let go. The other day I had to let go of my son. I was holding on to him because it's my son. But he needed me to let go. So I did. The hardest thing I've done today. Stop resisting change. Let go, gang, gang. What did I say? Change. Change. Stop resisting it. Stop resisting it. Fighting it. Pushing against it. Don't you want to be happy, gang? This is about your happiness. Stop fighting it. Stop resisting it. Allow change to take place. Some people need to leave for some new people and experiences to come into your life. The saying says, what did it say? If it's meant to be, let them go and they'll come back to you, right? That one. So let go. Because literally, what you're holding on to is weighing you down, holding you back from your happiness. So it is about letting go. It could just be energies that you're holding on to. It might even be a person. It might be energies, emotions that you're just resisting and letting this go. No problem. Stop fighting this change. Look at this. She's changed her internal, and now her external is about to change. Her manifestations are coming to fruition, because as a man thinketh, so he will be, gang. So there's a renewing of the mind. Keeping the mind positive. Letting go of all these negative things and negative people that we have been holding on to. We call them memories, but they're attached to negative things and emotions and creating negative outcomes in our lives. And as we think, this is how we are creating and becoming. Dark night of the souls, gang, gang. He says you've got to go through this to find your peace and to love yourself again. You cannot run out of this. You cannot run away from this. You need to go through this healing, this dark healing, gang, where you sift through the dark parts of yourself to find the light, to get inner peace, to find the beauty inside and outside of you, gang, because it really is about transforming your mind. Transforming the way that you see yourself and your situation, your past, your future, your present. Being the peace inside of a storm. And that's the inner peace. That's the healing of the masculine and the feminine here. That even though you're going through something externally, you can still find peace internally. Silence is suffering, but your speaking is healing, gang. A lot of you are trapping yourselves here by silence, by not speaking up. It's your fear of the what if that keeps you stuck. So I do some people being imprisoned. You're in a prison of your own making. A prison of the mind. This is where no one knows it but you. But Spirit says you are also being triggered. Because I can see breaking a cycle, breaking a chain. And also a light at the end of your tunnel. You finding a path, a purpose. Accepting those things that you cannot change. And changing those things that you can. And right there, as beautiful as it is your new beginnings, gang. It's a new mindset. So it's a whole new world for you. A new way of seeing the world. It's beautiful. Wisdom that you've acquired too. Because you've been through so much things in your life, the extremes. Everything has happened to you. You got the t-shirts. So you've gained a lot of wisdom, learned a lot of lessons. You could write a lot of books. You could write a lot of books here. You have the ability to reach the stars, gang. So there's a renewal of your mind here. It says your life experiences are vast. I see a lot of books there. Renewal of the mind and learning to let go. Releasing and ascending into the 5D. That was the moon that I saw yesterday. That was the shape of the moon yesterday. We also have the guide, which we've got 2 Virgo cards. So illumination of your path, your purpose. You've been pushed to purpose. You've been pushed to this purpose to be the guide. The one that lights the way for others. Like I said, I would have never been here. I would have never been here. Yea, though I walk through the valley, come on. And she's walking through the valley of the shadow of death. She fears no evil. She knows who's with her. Comforts her, girl. So you're a guide now. It says your knowledge, your wisdom, you can light the way for others. And you're never alone. You have your own guides. You have your own spirit guides that guide you. And you're also a guide for someone else. You are now shining a light on this path because you've walked down it. But others are still going down this path. And now you can shine a light on it for them. You have insight. So your knowledge can be shared, can be taught. Others being inspired by your journey. What do you need to know? Why is that one there? Last quarter moon in Virgo. Virgo is showing up heavy in this reading. Attending to the details. So yes, you have to sort this out now. It says tying up all the loose ends. There's a lot of loose ends that you just left. Whether it's bills, those traumatic things you haven't dealt with. Whatever it is, the universe is calling for all of those things, the loose ends, to be tied up. Down to the littlest things like sorting out your house. The rubbish. Some of you are hoarders, going through clothes. Sorting out the bills that you haven't opened, that you haven't paid. Calling people up and telling them why you can't pay them. Tying up loose ends. Attending to the details. Completing cycles and starting new ones, guys. So not bringing the past into the present and into the future. Hidden knowledge, access to their Cashapp records, because now you're operating from your higher self. I told you. This path has been illuminated for you. One that you would have never seen if you wasn't provoked to this. If that thing didn't happen to you. So a lot of you are going to find your path, your purpose through someone provoking you. Someone or something. It says you are becoming, well, not becoming, you are a messenger. You work with, turn that down. Carisha, 1 second. Right, sorry about that. You lot are becoming a messenger. So you have been given access to the Akashic records and hidden knowledge at this time. You're here to show other people the way. So you're here to serve. To shine the light on areas where others are scared to, doesn't want to. So you've been called to go in places where other people won't go. I also see you going down a path less traveled, so no one's been down it before. It also speaks about the Virgo card, making your plans and executing them. So writing down your plans now and executing them. You're here to plant into the earth. I told you, you're here to plant into the earth your light. To raise the consciousness here, your earth angels. You're here to raise the vibration here. So they want you to touch into the earth. To plant your seeds. Yeah, you are a visionary, gang. You are a visionary here. You have the ability to see into the future. And the things that you see will come to fruition. But you need to know that you have this vision. You have this gift, gang. So positive view of the future right now. Keep your thoughts positive because you are manifesting, gang. You are manifesting into reality. And you are in divine feminine power. And you are very powerful, magnetic. So you are attracting here. So you need to be careful what you're thinking about. Because as you think, you're attracting it, gang, gang. Magnetic energy, divine feminine power. That goddess energy, gang. Clarity. Becoming very clear about who you are. Why things happen to you. It is about seeing from a higher perspective. Look. Higher perspective. Renewal of that mind. Strengthening your mind here. Because there was a weakening of it. Also about you taking decisive action. Stop being indecisive because there was a lack of trust in yourselves, your decisions. So now you're learning to trust in yourselves and your decisions. What you know as a high priestess. And there is planning here and releasing the illusions. Seeing through the illusions as the veil has been lifted. And removing the obstacles now. Obstacles are being removed. And there it is. Beautiful card. Major transformations. And I saw so much butterflies. That is the death card and rebirth. So it does speak about your rebirth. You changing from one person to another. Leaving away your human man and walking into your spirit man now. Operating from a higher consciousness. Speaks about you being an earth angel. Very protected. Ancestral. Panthers here. Protecting you. A lot of strength. Protection here. That number 19 keeps coming up by itself. But it's also the number 10 and number 1. Endings and beginnings, gang. The renewal and recycling of life. That was nice. I'm going to wind it down. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get postcard from Spirit, gang. Let's get postcard from Spirit. And I need to go. Let's get 2 angel cards. Oh my God. Look who it is. Archangel Michael is coming out. Agape love. Oh my God. Agape, gang, gang. We learned that in church. Archangel Michael is governing this reading. Governing it. Has a message for you. I am with you always. Giving you courage to make major life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. It's not Uriel today, it's Michael is here today. What do you need to know? We have Michael coming out. The angel Crystal says, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you just can't see yet. And the angel Sonia brings a message from your deceased loved ones, your ancestors, your loved ones that just passed. I am happy, I am at peace, and I love you very much. Please do not worry about me. So someone just passed over. Stop worrying about them. They're at peace, gang. They love you. Archangel Raphael is here. I am helping you to heal your mental and physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer, just like me. What else do you need to know? The angel Chantel says new romance is imminent. So romance is on the way. As you heal the split between your masculine and feminine, you become magnetic. You start to attract the opposite or the same sex towards you. Whatever you desire, you will attract it. So get ready, gang. Shave up, wax up. You know what. Fix up, look smart, gang, gang. Sunday spiritual tea. Angel Layla, spending time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and your intentions will be very good for you. And ask the angels to help you to gain a positive perspective. So when you're feeling negative, feeling kind of frustrated, go out into nature, meditate, gang. And ask Angel Michael, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to help you change your moods from a negative into a positive. You're transmuting that energy into the earth. But the angel Zana says, stop worrying. You are protected from all types of harm. We ask you to feel safe now and protected. No more fight or flight. Azure says your desired outcomes will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and do not try to force it to happen. And the last one is Angel Yvonne. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and those in heaven are watched over and cared for by the angels. Go. Right. Let's get Isis. I forgot about Isis. She wants to speak to you. Let's get Isis quickly. What does Isis want you to know? What does Isis want you to know before I go? Ancient power mysteries. This oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice. So speaking up now. Stop suffering in silence. Your throat chakra, gang, is being released. So honor the power of your voice through your spoken or sung words, through what you write about, speak about, or stand for symbolically, because you have a potentially very powerful healing voice and you are a guide and are being guided to recognize the responsibilities that you have for what you are proclaiming through your voice. So your voice is very important. Well, go on, Sarah. Taking back all that was stolen from you. Come on. Chariot of Ascensions. Merkaba. A spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention. That will help you on your soul's journey. Take your time to develop and practice your chosen spiritual disciplines, as you will grow in power and grace, anchoring the spiritual light within the body of your soul. High Priestess card, truths are being unveiled. These are times when appearances of people, places and things are deceptive. You will sense this, When something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you, you may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. Trust your intuition. And life restored. Restoration. I told you. God, Spirit, Source is giving you back all the years that were stolen from you. Restoration. You are going to have your childhood handed back to you. So reliving of your youth. So I see a lot of us elder ones, reliving our youth, looking youthful, feeling youthful. Your health is coming back, mental and physical. You're going to glow in your skin. Spiritual resurrection. Spiritual, you was dead in the spirit. You was dead in your spirit. You was dying. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life that you thought was dead or dying is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. Gang, gang. That was a message. That was a message, gang, gang. Oscar, calm down or I'm going to silence you. You're kind of distracting. Can you stop? Let's wind it down with postcard from Spirit. You're talking more than me. It's a bit much. What does Spirit want you to know? How can you be talking more than me, gang? That means you're not listening. You're too busy typing. What do you need to know? Last card, and then I'll let you go. Dearest beloved, do you know how much you are loved? We love you, and we want to help you. We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, so they heard your prayers. But you must let go and let us help you. You must let go and let us help you. So you're still trying to hold on and fix it yourselves. You do not have to do it all yourself. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You would be awesome. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were being pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and what you desire. God has a plan. Spirit has a plan. So back up. And when you sign up to be a co-creator with Spirit with God, you need to remember to allow the partnership, to allow God to work, to allow Spirit to work too. It's not all about you. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit of God. Remember though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out will be different from yours. Trust us, spirits. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let God. Let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other dreams of your other areas of your life. And before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so much. Gang, gang. Thank you. Thank you for the Mother's Day love. Messages, let go and let God. Healing the divine, the split between your divine masculine and your feminine energy is never easy, gang. But it's also worth it. The tears, the bogey, the dark night of the souls. When you come out of the other side, gang, look at me, renewed, regenerated, on a new path that I never saw. I never saw this path. It wasn't there for me. It wasn't open to me. It came after I broke down. All right? So don't run from it, run to it. All right? This is your girl, the Virgo Tarot. 2222, gang, gang. Happy Mother's Day to you. Take care. I love you too. And you, and you, and you. From my mother to you. I love you, gang, gang. Let go and let God. Let go and let the goddess be. Take care.